Well, guys, I don't think any introduction is necessary. You guys already know what time it is. Okay, Mr. Freeman, we don't have that many more episodes left to go. We're about to finish this up. I mean, I might do like one more reaction after this because, well, he just didn't. Mr. Freeman isn't translated. Not all of the episodes are translated into English, and not all of them are in order. And I kind of don't really want to watch the Russian ones with just subtitles because I can't really. I feel like that wouldn't be a good reaction video to it because it's like, I don't want to do it with just the captions, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to keep it just the English ones, and we're running out of them. I thought I'd highlight this because, well, it's a very interesting comment. Let's just get straight.
Every word that I utter makes you blast out exceedingly thoughtful. You
Blast
know what
out
that looks like?
thoughtful?
I can
I noticed the subtitle said dumb after that.
tell you, people, looks like you're out of bread. You need to buy some bread. You look at me dumbfounded, jaws dropped, eyes bulging in terror, and then the roar comes, bread! We got
no bread.
no bread! Freeman, help! Give us some bread! Etc.
So what?
Grocery stores around the corner.
Mr. Freeman, we can't all think so originally like you, right? I mean, he's just saying that people can't think for themselves there. He's saying we're taking them too seriously? Too literally? Like a lot of people tell me in the comment section, oh, you took this bit right here too literally. Yeah, I just make comments, like, off of, like, face value. That's all I can do right now. I'm not going into these, like, dissecting them, like, fully doing the shit.
I feel pixels running up and down my spine from the questions dangling over me. What? Everybody has questions for me? But all of these are questions you really should be asking yourselves.
Yeah.
Or do you
But
think a car...
we want somebody to answer these for us because a lot of people can't come up with those answers themselves. So we kind of seek guidance from other people that we hope are more intelligent and more enlightened than us, hoping to add on some of that knowledge onto our arsenal. Maybe you have it, Mr. Freeman, and I think people look up to you now, knowing the kind of stuff that you post.
True character is going to storm out into the streets and change your life.
But yeah,
Are insane.
My life is entertained by yours no more than yours is entertained by mine. But I also have a question. What are you waiting for? You boil up with bile in your comments. You write me emotional emails. You're eating, shitting, and laughing. And waiting. You're waiting for me to tell you what you need to do.
right. People
You're
do that a
just
lot.
a bunch of lazy cowards! I can't actually climb out of the internet. You'd have to be some kind of dumb goat to not understand that. Yes, before I came along, there was something torturing you from the inside. Some worm burrowing through your withering brain cells. But then Freeman takes the stage. Well, hi there. Time to disco! Everybody follow the cartoon guy! Yahoo!
What, people
Everyone is
start
happy!
idolizing Freeman? Yeah, we found the guy that can, lead us, and we can finally have a leader because people want leaders. People need leaders. That's how people are. Why do you think leaders are everywhere? Every country has a president. Everybody needs. Maybe I shouldn't say needs, but as of the way things are right now, yeah, people need leaders. Okay, when people are just left alone by themselves to do whatever the fuck they're gonna do, it tends to be a whole lot of chaos, and order is needed. So you seek leaders, and a lot of times people associate and they attribute that to people that maybe don't deserve to be leaders, that they shouldn't be just carelessly following. Like, you don't want to be a follower of anybody because, well, you want to be a follower of reality, the universe, not a person. Because if you're following a person, you're distorting the universe. You're not actually following the truth. You're following what this person tells you to be the truth. He wants you to think for yourself. I think.
Hey! Everyone's jerking off and laughing. Bread and circuses
This
for
is just
everybody.
Mr. Freeman. He's talking about
Kitties!
what the fuck. Come on, bro. Yeah, I see a lot of this shitting,
Freeze.
dancing.
I don't think for you guys. I show
That's
you
right.
the way to think for yourselves.
More of a
What? It's
guide.
not cake? Wake up. Freeman doesn't owe you anything. You owe yourselves, my friends. There are some people who put an end to war. Some change the way people live for the better. Others free people from laws that don't make sense anymore. And you? Oh, right. You wait for an animated character to give you instructions. Wake up, people. You are lucky to have me in the first place. Things like this, they only happen one time in 1,000 years. And the length of time left is...
Which one of you motherfuckers is asking too much from Mr. Freeman? Who's the motherfuckers writing the comments, right? Well, they were, because this is very old. And especially the Russian one. I don't know how old that one is. But, like, who back then was writing Mr. Freeman? Who was leaving those comments? I want to know. Because I like what he's saying there. Because he's saying, like, hey, man, you know, don't put all this shit on me. Look, I'm just a guy, you know? Like, I can't do that much, okay? Like, I'm not the leader. You shouldn't want leaders, and you shouldn't blindlessly follow leaders. Not even me. That's basically what he's saying. Like, fucking think for yourselves. Holy fuck. And we need a whole lot of that now. I mean, look at the fucking state of the world.
Watch and don't dare blink, or you'll miss your very favorite 25th frame. Here it is. Again, I emerge from behind the invisible door into the dim, dim light of your consciousness. Let me ask you all for a dance. A waltz, please. Let's divide into pairs and start twirling. Twirling, dividing. I want you to keep splitting up into thousands of nations, classes, groups, clubs, and sects. You're so different that even when it's just two of you, you still manage to rip each other's guts out. Ever taken a good look inside yourself? Let's take a little peek now. Deeper, and go deeper, and go deeper.
People always manage to find a way to focus on the differences and to very much classify differences between people, even though we're all the same people. Like, we're all just human, you know, flesh and bone. I don't need to get into that. We've all heard that, right? But you'd think that should be more common sense, more commonplace in these systems. We're all equal, but it doesn't really seem that way, does it?
How many facets? You're not a human. You're a diamond. All right, then. Now let's examine you from every point, Poopsie. You scorn your scumbag boss because he's a self-enamored idiot, don't you?
A narcissist?
You're tactful not to show your feelings, right? But how come he's the boss and you aren't? Huh? Moving on to the significant other in your little primetime soap opera. You're picking a fight. You really want to end it, but you're kind of feeling a little bit awkward. There's just no time for a serious talk, but for a hookup on the side and a couple of drinks, there's somehow more than enough time. Or am I wrong? Now you're in a theater. They're doing Hamlet.
You're
and
not
you just
wrong.
want to fart so much.
But not with
there's
me.
All these people,
But...
and it's the play's climax. You put your game face on, you grind your teeth, and squeeze, waiting for the loud applause.
I'm just saying, I've never done that. If anybody wanted to talk to me, I'd have more than enough time to listen. I'd say I'm a good listener. I'm just saying.
Bravo!
Or at least I try to be.
And here is your bed. You're unmasked. The real you. Snoring and farting and drooling. This is the triumph of your individuality. Make a note of that. You're so different. How many of there are you? Hello, social schizophrenia! Have you ever counted just how many yous there are? There are just billions of you schizo friends out there with zero chance you'll ever agree on anything. What are you looking at? You got nothing to say? Well then, I do! Just be honest with yourself for once. Do you want to be a Mr. Super Mega Bumpy Brain? Be one! Become the ultimate wacky psychopath! The Napoleon of the universe! Freeman's formula is simple. You are either a predictable puppet or an uncatchable individual raised to the zillionth power! Strain yourself like this, even more! Show that your facets are incredible and limitless! Okay, that's right. Now relax your buns. Applause, please.
This is some binary thinking there. He did that on purpose, I feel. Is saying people feel either you're this or either you're that. That's very binary. Now, a lot of times things are much more nuanced than just the two options that people give you. Are you pro-life? Are you pro-this? Are you whatever? Like, these stances, it's not just like there's two of something. Like, things are actually much more nuanced. But the media does make sure to show you two very opposing sides so that the issue seems much more polarizing than it really has to be. Like, things can be much more nuanced. People in this day and age, they see themselves more as an individual than as a member of a society, as a member of a group, as somebody that's just part of the universe, as the big universal family, as a family of humans. No, people focus much more on the individual, and they all like to feel like they have it figured out. They are unique, and nobody, all of their thoughts and worldviews and all of their beliefs, they created them. They made them up themselves. They didn't get it from nobody. They're unique, right? Hey, that guy over there, he thinks he's unique, He thinks he's just, nobody has any influence over him. And that's not true at all, You're only an individual to some extent. But people love focusing on the individual, they grow a whole lot of ego there. And yeah, it's easy to blame others and to think that, you deserve this.
You're staring at me through your 3D glasses, because without them I look like some blurry blot of color creeping up on you through all of these obstacles. But I'm the penalty flag on a dirty play into which I blow my nose and yell with all my crazy mouths. Raise my eyelids.
What the fuck was that?
Blah, 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 Mr. Freeman.
And then he turns it off. Okay. Whole lot of there. Wait, let me read something for that. Because I kind of went off the deep end. This art style in the web series is so satisfying. Yeah, it is. I like it. Everyone's understanding is different. That is okay. These videos are not to divide us any more than we already are. They are to bring us together to a broader understanding of things. That's why everything is generalized. Take what you can, give a little away. Keep what you need. Everything is generalized. Do not think of these dark qualities as evil or bad. All they want is an adequate amount of expression, like other thoughts and emotions. Yeah. I mean, people can come to different conclusions and be completely rational, People can come about different resolutions, different conclusions, different thoughts, different ideas, different worldviews. They can have different political views than you, and they don't have to be dumb. They don't have to be stupid. Oh, that guy over there, he's fine with killing babies. He must be stupid. He must be an idiot. He must just not be as rational as I am, clearly. You know what I mean? He must just not be. Well, that's not the case. Because people can arrive at different ends and be completely rational. And be completely using the same processes that you're using. It's just that, well, they're different people than you. They're still using the same process. It's not like theirs is flawed. They're using the process. It's just people can come about different ends. Because you're also from different ends. You're different culture, different whatever. These experiences in your life have carved you up to be a whole different person with entirely different values than this other person. 48.
What does that look mean? Do you really think I don't know who you are or why it is you've come here to our disco? Or maybe you have something that we are not aware of yet. All of these calls to make everybody free, I'm sick of it. Why did you come here again and get in our way? There have been a lot of smarty pants like you before this, and even supposing that tens of thousands follow thee in the name of freedom. Tell me, what will become of the billions? The billions that are too lazy to climb up off their asses for the sake of abstract values. Hey, they just want to be happy as well, right?
Yeah, everybody's chasing something.
Prime demographic to be human any longer. Freedom is the right to decide for yourself. What
freedom
are you
to
over there?
And freedom from. There's different types of
freedom. Are you even aware of the time in which you find yourself? Because today's freedom is the possibility of clicking on thousands of channels, downloading free porn. It's basically doing stuff that you're not going to get punished for, and that's all. And the human herd has already embraced this completely. You cannot possibly imagine how insanely much payola we shelled out to guarantee this idea would take hold. Now they are convinced that a human being is not just free on his own, but has to go out and earn money so that he can buy freedom. And now they have their purpose in life. Look at them. They're happy, you see? They want to work and to earn.
I think he's coming for the way that y'all use freedom. I've seen this video, by the way. This was put as a short clip. I think I even posted it on my spam account on Instagram. Yeah, people, they chase freedom, but they haven't really defined freedom themselves. Like, they don't realize that they can define freedom for themselves. They just kind of take up somebody else's definition of freedom and say, hey, I'm going to roll with it. Hey, I must chase money, right? For freedom? Yeah, freedom. I must get freedom. What is this freedom? I don't know, but hey, I must get money. And there you go. That's one of the reasons why. Freedom.
But most importantly, to spend on all their sin. It gives them a high, realizing how they can go out and buy justification for any kind of shit.
This is consumerism.
And we have a price for any kind of filth. It's even got that. Yes, it's got everything and more. One thing, though, I don't understand is why did you come? All of your cheers and chants, subliminal messages, incognitos, all your prophetic perplexities, riddles, and alchemic symbols, we tried all a person can try long ago. And long before you ever did, we discovered this formula. Ready, miracle, mystery, and authority. And you use this exact formula.
Miracle, mystery, and authority.
Don't you? Me?
That's got a whole lot of meaning to it. Consumerism can come about when people look for meaning in life, and religion doesn't cut it anymore. That other thing which gave meaning to your life, it doesn't cut it anymore. So fuck it, I'm just gonna chase material and other stuff that I can buy. Maybe I can smoke the pain away. Maybe I can buy something that can make my life worth it. Maybe I can own this car. Then it'll be worth it. Then I'll be happy. Then I'll have freedom. And the original Dog Freeman was talking with a deep voice self, and here he's talking basically with himself. It's not important to confuse freedom with mere permissiveness. Yeah, like people can have freedom from, right? There's two very like defined freedoms that I can think of. There's freedom from, right, where just there's no external obstacles restraining you and stopping you, like the law, all right? As an example, that's stopping you from doing anything. Like, oh, that person over there, they're holding me back. They're making me not be able to do this thing, right? But there's also freedom too, which is your own, I wouldn't say ability, but like, what do you call it? Like, your own capability. No, not capability, that's worse. I guess it might be your ability too, right? Because, well, if you have ADHD, if you're indecisive, if you have anxiety, if you like to stay in your comfort zone, so you stall, and then you procrastinate until you don't deal with it anymore. Like, you can do a lot of things in which you're not actually exercising your freedom too, because there's a lot of things about yourself which can be stopping you from actually exercising some real freedom, right? It doesn't have to just be freedom from, like, nobody has to be physically stopping you. There doesn't have to be a law in place stopping you from doing this thing. People sometimes do not exercise their freedom in the right way. Sometimes they don't have the right definition of freedom, and they're chasing it, and they're never going to stop. They're never going to get it, because when you chase something, it runs. If you're chasing freedom, freedom is running. Freedom is running. Yeah. It can make you feel stupid, because a lot of this can go over my head. Like, I usually would have really good stuff to say about it, but I kind of just, I'm not getting it right now. I actually wonder where you got your audio sources. It's amazing, but I'm too stupid for it. It's time to process this. Take the rights to this people want. These reasons make real that these issues can't be avoided by escaping to another country. And watching someone play something. We're living in a dystopian world. Has something to do with the Bible? Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there. Give me your thoughts on that last one. I didn't really do it justice. I didn't really feel like, obviously I can't do all of them justice, because I can't really, I'm not really dissecting them piece by piece, like really getting deep into them. I guess I could, but I don't know. You'd have to let me know on that. Let me know what your takes on all of them were, if you're still here. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming by. I appreciate you guys for watching these every time I roll them out. Don't have much else to say, man. I love all of you that, come by, and also my subscribers. 200 and what now? Just y'all are going crazy, man. I really appreciate that. Lucky whenever I pull it up, I just be smiling. I just be geek. I just be like, yeah. Like, I always wanted to get some subs, right? You're always looking after the number. Just like these people are looking for freedom. I guess you kind of are looking for the number. The fuck? Passport of Freeland. View calls commercial. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there. See you guys in the next one.